Hey folks, we're gonna go on an airboat adventure on the Mississippi River today. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, we are on the mighty Mississippi River in an airboat today in Crosse, Wisconsin. And I'll tell you what, if you have never done this before, this is quite the experience. Captain Vince has a great airboat guiding business going. And Vince, tell the folks how much fun it is to get in their airboat and drive.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, John. It's a different experience for sure. You know, like just this morning we crossed open water, then we were going through some bad ice, breaking through, getting back on top, and now here we are on safe ice where nobody else is getting to but us.
There's so much beautiful water up here in the La Crosse area and a lot of back areas like sloughs and backwaters. And folks, you cannot get to these areas unless you have an airboat. And since a lot of people don't get back here, that means the fishing's awfully good.
Yeah, there can be just piles of perch, bluegill, crappie, and some of these back sloughs, and it's a lot of fun.
And the airboat experience, like I said, is wonderful. And here's one thing too, you can handle pretty large groups of people.
We can, so we actually have 3 airboats. We run and operate with 3 full-time captains in winters. So we can get out big groups, we can do little groups. If it's just one person, give us a call, we can still get you out there. We just love getting people on the ice and having fun.
And again, you know, where ice might not be safe in other areas of the state, you normally have pretty good ice in these slough areas.
We do. Like, it's been, I don't know, 45 degrees for 3 days here, and we're still standing on a half a foot of ice. You know, the water's not moving, it's not deep water, it freezes pretty quick and it holds the ice well.
What are we after today, my friend?
We're gonna catch whatever bites. I think we'll see some bluegills, some nice perch, probably some nice crappies too, and whatever else we can take.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a great day.
Hey folks, let's show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
Len Groom from Amsoil here, and we're talking about trailer bearings. One of the most neglected pieces on that trailer are the bearings. People just don't think about them, especially with a boat trailer where it's going in and out of the water, even an ATV, UTV trailer, or a snowmobile trailer that's going down the highway in the water in adverse conditions. You always want to make sure you check those bearings and apply some grease when you can. You definitely want to check them seasonally. Amsoil's water-resistant grease is a perfect choice for your trailers. For more information on any of our greases, check out amsoil.com.
Look at the head on that, and look at that mouthful of weed. Look at that pike. Are you having fun with the tip outs?
Having a great time. Love Beaver Dam.
Oh, look at that, Blake. Holy cow.
Oh my God.
Look at that pike, Blake. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of this pike. Oh my gosh. That is a trophy pike right there, pal. Oh man, is that gorgeous. Look at this guy, folks. This is a beauty. Oh, wait till you see the tummy on this guy. Hey, welcome back, folks. Tony is going to be the first to connect. What do we got there, Tony? Ooh, that's a nice perch there, buddy. Don't grab him, grab him. That is a beautiful perch. Yeah, let's hold him up. And so you guys have been out here about an hour already. You doing well?
Doing real well.
Yeah, I got to show the folks the crappie you caught over here earlier. This is a big crappie, folks. And that is a beauty right there. And that's the cool thing, Tony. Here, hold that crappie up. You caught him next to the perch. Hold him real still there for a second. But what have you been using, Tony?
Those waxies?
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Boy, you're doing well there, man. And where are you from?
I'm from Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas, and I find them on the ice here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. But you're working up in Wisconsin now, and you enjoying ice fishing?
Yes, sir.
Is this your first time?
This is my first time.
Well, he's kicking butt, folks. Hey, Brett. All right. Hey, there's another nice perch. I have not wetted a line as yet. You know that?
It's been busy.
Hey, you've been fishing with Vince for a long time. This is kind of a special deal here, getting back in these sloughs, isn't it?
It is, yep.
And I mean, nobody else can get back in here unless you got an airboat.
It was my first ride back here this morning. I looked at him and I go, now I see why you smile so much.
Well,
it's quite the experience.
It is, and you go through those little channels and the sunrise and all that.
Yep.
That's a good one. Now, what are you using?
I have a little jig that we make at home.
Okay.
It's just a little fire tiger, a little spoon on the bottom of it.
And you tip it with
tip it with a wax worm.
Good job. I see him on the Vince. I see him on the hummingbird. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's a nice bluegill.
Yeah,
How
it's
you
a really
doing,
nice
man?
one.
This is such a gorgeous day back here, and I think one of the neat things when you get back into these slough areas, if it's really windy, you can get out of the wind.
Definitely. You know, there's big water spots in these sloughs we go to, and then there's smaller ones. We're in kind of a smaller one today because it's early ice and there's not a ton of safe spots around.
And we're looking at crappies, bluegills, perch.
Yeah, mixed bag of everything back here.
You see the crappie that Tony caught over there.
That was a really nice
beauty,
crappie.
But that's a beautiful bluegill anywhere you go.
That is. That's a beautiful one. Probably about 8. Great eater and a ton of fun.
Yeah. Vince, I think one of the most universal baits for all species is this tiny little single hook Castmaster. And you want to go small in these sloughs for these panfish?
I typically go small, so we're almost always in less than 5 feet of water. So you don't need a big one for weight. If they're really fired up, you can use a big one. But one of the reasons I like the smaller one like this is because you'll get bluegills on it, you'll get the crappies. The perch will eat a bigger meal, but sometimes those bluegills and crappies are a little pickier. So with that smaller profile,
I love that bait, I really do. Tip down Tony, Texas Tony. And let's see,
look at him under the
there's
ice.
A nice perch, Vince. Yeah. You know, hold them for the folks so that they can see. That's a gorgeous perch right there. And what do you think of Texas Tony?
He's doing great for his
Texas Tony, man, he's on it.
I think he's got the best pile on the
But we'll
ice.
talk about this a little bit later on. The cool thing is, folks, when you come out with Vince, you bring your own jig and stuff and you jig. But we're allowed 3 lines in Wisconsin, so you can set tip-ups with minnows on them and catch these.
Yep. So on either side, we'd go on both the Wisconsin and Minnesota. You can have an extra line. Wisconsin will give you 2 extra lines here.
Okay.
So yeah, we put out extra lines for you guys.
Isn't that a beauty right there? That's nice fish. There we go. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Ryan
doing good.
Works with Vince, and I'll tell you what, you guys scouted this spot.
We did.
This is impressive.
We came in yesterday and we just crushed them. So it was a lot of fun. I had my nephew with me and he was running for tip downs. He was catching perch. We got bluegills, we got crappies. It was just a mixed bag of everything with even some nice bass in here.
And you know, I want to explain to the folks too how cool it is to ride on the airboats and come through this neat scenery like this.
It is. And you know what's even nicer is the last time we fished together, it's warmer today than I think it was last time.
Yeah.
So it'll probably even be a little bit different than when we go out there just because of the warm temps we have today.
But nobody can get to these spots without an airboat. That's what makes it so special.
That is the best part about it, like we were telling you. I'm glad you guys were able to come back and join us.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Buy 3, get 1 free of select Acme, Clam, Northland, and Rapala vertical jigging lures. Sale ends December 25th, so hurry in.
There's another one. Look at this bluegill.
That's a nice one.
Look at that one. The other guy just caught that one?
Yep.
These are gorgeous bluegills, Vince,
They
aren't
are.
they?
Just really healthy ones too.
And you know, if you enjoy eating fish, this is a guide trip you should take. And you've explained this before. Tell the folks what they can keep in one day.
Yep, so it's 15 per species of panfish. That's 15 perch, 15 bluegill, 15 crappie. And like today's one of those days where if you wanted to go crazy, you'd really be able to.
Hold those out. I mean, those are what, eight and a half, maybe?
8 1/2, and they're just so healthy.
And that's the average size, folks. I mean, and that's what's so mind-boggling. Folks, this is so much fun using the Humminbird locator. And every time you go down, you'll mark a fish. And let's see what happens here. Okay, here he comes, here he comes. There we go. There we go, a decent bluegill. But using the screen is so much fun. And what I'm seeing right now is the bigger fish are actually towards the bottom. And then they'll come up. You can see how that works there. And that is a fun way to fish. See him on there? See?
Yep, he's right there.
There he is. There he is. Oh, look at that guy. I can't believe the average size of the gills on the Mississippi River.
These are gorgeous.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, seriously. And you look at that pile over there. I've been here 10 minutes.
We were fishing the Mississippi River in La Crosse, Wisconsin. A 3.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 4.5 hours from Chicago, and 2 hours from Minneapolis.
Out here, it takes a certain type. The type who's always the first one out. The type who knows deep down everyone else is just fishing for second. Enter the Apex Series. See more fish. Seize more victories. Settle for nothing less. With unrivaled clarity, it's the top fish finder for the most demanding type of angler. Only from Humminbird.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're gonna have faster fill of their live wells, and they're gonna have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board. Oh, sure, Brett comes over next to me. Let's see what he got. Oh, is that a gorgeous bluegill, Brett? Yeah, hold them out, hold them steady. I mean, that is a beautiful fish.
Yeah,
and I was just saying to Ryan, I can't believe the size of these things, the average size.
And the quantity.
I know.
I mean, everybody's catching them.
I know, that's what's so cool. And let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's a nice perch. Vince, you want to grab them and show them to the folks there? And the tip downs, they're kind of set for the perch, huh?
They are. They help a lot of days. You know, the jigging bite's a little slower for them right now, but we're getting them on the tip downs, and that's why we put them out.
Yeah, we're in December now. Does this fishing stay good?
It does. It stays good all winter. You know, some years you get that real cold January, early February, and it slows down a bit, but really with the bluegills mixed in the crappies, there's enough faces to put a bait in front of you.
And I like being out of the wind back in these sloughs, too. I mean, that makes a big difference.
It really does.
Tony, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Brett again. This guy's a hot stick. Ooh, there's a nice perch. I'll tell you what, that is one of the most exciting things about fishing here. You don't know what you're going to catch every time down, you know?
Between the perch and the bluegills and the crappies.
I mean, look at that, folks. That is a gorgeous perch wherever you go. Hey, Vince, I'll tell you what, your fishing partner here moved in on my spot. You know that? Let's see what we got.
Something really nice.
Ooh, that's a nice perch. Come on up here, Brett.
Wow. See the bait.
Now, is that happen during the day where you're catching bluegills and all of a sudden it switches to perch?
Yep, seems like all of a sudden a school will swim past, they blow those gills out.
Hey, there's my buddy, Old Vic from Peru, Illinois. Ooh, that's a nice perch. Get him, don't lose him. That is a beauty. Look at, hold him out. Now hold him out nice and steady there. That's a beautiful fish. And seriously, Vic, you've been watching our show a long time?
Probably since almost the beginning.
Are you 30-some years?
Probably, John. I every Saturday morning.
Boy, Tony sure picked a good hole. What do you got there? Ooh, look at that, a cropperoo there. Yeah, hold them out. You are the crappie aficionado today. There's like 12 guys out here, Ryan, and he's got the only crappies.
He does. He's got a pile of them over there, but the best part is he's got a really good smorgasbord with his bluegills in there, perch and crappie.
Hold them out. Come on, man. There you go. I mean, that's a beautiful fish. Hey, Rob, this is your buddy, Tony. That perch, what do we got here?
He's making us look.
Oh, there's a dandy. Come on in here. Now, can you grab him there, Tony? This is Tony's first time ice fishing, right?
Yep, first time.
What do you think?
He's from Texas.
Well, you should know how to grab a crappie, you know? there you go, buddy. Now, that is a beautiful fish right there. Now, you guys are fishing way down there. Can you hear me yelling Texas, Tony, all the time?
Yeah, that's why I came back over.
Is he that good of an angler?
Apparently, yeah, he's very good.
This is incredible. Every time I go down, there's 3 or 4 fish come up on the hummingbird. There's one. There he is. Another beautiful bluegill. Look at that, folks. Now, you know, and I was just thinking before, we come back here to these sloughs and on an airboat, these sloughs are stacked with fish, and these fish haven't seen a bait all year. They are unpressured, and they are ready to eat. Folks, this is ridiculous.
This is awesome.
This really is, you guys. I mean, I think the nice thing is you guys really just walk around and help people catch fish, right?
Yeah, we don't do a ton of fishing ourselves on the ice. You know, we cut a ton of holes, as you've seen. We've been running around cutting holes everywhere. We set out tip downs on the days where they don't freeze in. And if you've never used a tip down, we're going to teach you how to do that. They're super simple. They pick up a lot of bonus bites. But
and I don't, you know, every guy that I've talked to out here has said how beautiful the area is too, you know?
It is the most beautiful place in the state of Wisconsin.
I agree.
By far, hands down.
Yeah. Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2024 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Josh Hockey of Lakesville, Minnesota. Caught this 51.5-inch muskie on Lake Minnetonka using a DK fitter finder. Bob Flett from Minnesota caught this 40.5-inch northern pike on Red Lake using a leech. Shane Long of Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin caught this 28-inch king salmon using a Flisher fly. Ethan Small of Toddville, Iowa caught this 31-inch walleye near Bemidji, Minnesota using a slip bobber and a leech. And this week's first kid winner is Bryson Winchester of Wisconsin. Caught this 12.5-inch crappie from Wisconsin, caught on Eagle River. And Aiden Frenchie of Horicum, Wisconsin, caught this 11-inch crappie on Schwano Lake using a waxworm.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals.
This week, get a free Eskimo 40-volt 4-amp hour battery with the purchase of an Eskimo 8-inch E40 steel ice auger. That's a $199 value. Valid in store only, so hurry in.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
Hey, there's another tippy down.
Got him.
Oh, Peruvian Vic. What do we got? Come on, it's crappie. Yeah. There we go. Then show the folks at home that's a beauty there. Get in the shot there, Vic. You're the big successful angler there.
No, the tip down.
Yeah, that's nice. And we're going to show basically in a second here what a tip down is. But that's kind of nice, Vic. You sit over there and jig and watch that.
Yeah, that's fun.
What happens when it goes down?
Run.
The tip downs that you set for the clients are pretty simple. You got a rosy red minnow on a tiny treble hook, and you put that in a holder. And what happens when a fish takes it, Vince?
all that's going to happen is it's going to pull it down, and sometimes you'll see they hold it right there. Sometimes they take it and run and bury it like that. But you notice it's down, you go over, and it's real simple. You just put your thumb on the spool so it doesn't spin and lift them right out of the water.
And so that gives your customers twice the chance of catching a fish.
Yep, exactly. You know, we'll take every advantage we can get and put out as many lines as we can.
I'll tell you what, I love these first timers that haven't ice fished before. You got them? Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's a gorgeous perch. I can't believe the different, catching all these different species in one spot, Vince.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty normal out here in these little back sloughs to get everything just mixed together.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're going to clean a lot of fish tonight.
Yes, sir, I am.
You can clean everybody's?
I'm going to take care of mine.
Okay, that's a good answer right there. I'll tell you what, You don't even need a locator, really. Ooh, that's a dandy bluegill.
They just keep getting bigger.
That is, look at this, folks. That is a gorgeous hand-sized gill right there, isn't it?
I'd say.
Are you having a blast? And you do this all the time.
I do.
And you don't get tired of it.
Not always the panfish, so it's nice to switch it up. So
I love the pan fishing through the ice.
Yeah.
And every time you put your lure down, you get a bite. Every time. I mean, that's what's amazing. This is a bluegill. It's an awfully big one, or a big crowd. Here he is. Oh, look at that. And Ryan, that is not the first bass we've caught today.
No, we've gotten our fair share.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a decent largemouth, you know, through the ice.
Oh, they always put up a good fight in their
The old Smorgasbord Slough. That's what we're going to name this. Should we name that? Smorgasbord Slough.
We can do that.
Yeah, there we go. Ooh, look at this bluegill, folks. That is a dandy. And I've been running around, as you know, filming everybody's other's fish. But if you take a look at my pile when I throw this on there, that's a good mess of fish. I mean, that's really a nice mess of bluegills right there. And those are just the ones I've caught in, I guess, probably an hour, really. Oh, everywhere you go, Brett. What do you got, man?
Wow.
And what do we got?
Higher than the other ones.
Oh, nice perch. I'm kind of in the bluegill area here, but I caught a perch before too, you know.
Not very far away.
No. Hey, you having a good time?
Oh, you bet.
This is neat.
How do you beat this?
And we got some Johnsonvilles to cook too.
Well, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Warm me up.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you come over and when you see me catching all those big gills.
I got right in your hole.
Oh, come on, get them. It's a half-hour show. Oh, that is an army tank right there, folks.
He is.
That is a beautiful fish. Yeah, I just hold them out like that so people can see. I mean, that's a beautiful bluegill. And guess what? I've got some Johnsonvilles cooking for you. Are you hungry?
Yes, I am.
Well, let's go eat. You know, a new part of Vince's guide service, you get a hot lunch on the ice.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, you are. Well, Ryan, you're the cook today, so what do we got?
Today we got some Johnsonville brats. We got some original, some beer, and some cheddar brats on there.
And you like to cook them on how high a heat?
We got them going on medium right now. They've got a nice little brown to them, and I think the guys are going to be happy. They've worked up quite the appetite today.
And you feed the whole clan here?
We do.
That's pretty cool. Seriously?
Oh, these Johnsonvilles are excellent.
Aren't they great? And you know what? They're easy to do on the ice, and they one problem, they attract a crowd.
And
you know?
And that's why I got here first.
I don't blame you. Hey, look for Johnsonville brats at your favorite retailer today. Boy, I'll tell you what, these tip downs are the way to go, aren't they, Ryan? Look at that. That one's down again, and of course it's Tony. Who else? Oh, nice perch. Very nice perch. That is. And you know what I like too here, Ryan, is that a guy doesn't really have to jig if he doesn't want to. You set the tip of storm and he just watches them, right?
That's kind of the best part, John. And then on top of that, again, back to just a smorgasbord. We've been getting a lot of just the perch and crappies when we've been doing the tip downs.
Yeah.
But able to hammer away at the other ones while you're sitting in your chair.
I know. Well, I got one here, Brett.
That one too, John.
Oh, that was a big bass I had on. What do you got? Let's see what you got, buddy.
Oh, real nice.
Oh, that's a not. Hold that one out nice and steady. That's a Mississippi perch right there. Brett, I just had on a big bass.
Really?
Yeah,
I
seriously did. Wow. Now, what a fantastic day. I can't believe it. There he is. Let's see what we have. Ooh, Vince, come on over, buddy. Look at that. And as the winter progresses, and the perch are one of the first fish to spawn in the spring, you start getting those big females in February and March.
Yeah, you really start to see that egg sac be pronounced on them at the end of winter. You know, it's there right now. You can see it a little bit. This one's a smaller female, about 10 and a half. But that late ice, when they're about to spawn.
Every day
big.
Better be like this, because this is fabulous, buddy. This really is a fun day.
It is.
Hey, Jerry's got something on. Oh, Vince, check this out.
Oh, wow.
Look at the size of that bluegill there, Jerry. Come on up here. That is a dandy. What do you think that one is, Vince?
I bet he's about 9 and a half and super pretty colors.
Isn't that a gorgeous fish? Are you having a good day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty special getting back in the wilderness like this, isn't it?
Yep. It's a beautiful day.
Have you caught a lot of fish?
Yep.
Boy, that one is the bluegill of the day right there. What do you think that is again?
At least 9 and a half, I'd say.
I mean, that's incredible. Beautiful fish. Nice job, man. You again?
John, yep.
Let's see. All of a
Good at
sudden, these fish are getting bigger later in the afternoon here. Oh, is that a dandy right there?
That's a good one.
Oh, is that a beautiful fish? And, you know, the Mississippi River, the last 10 years has just been awesome with those, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. And actually, this isn't even that big.
I know.
Some of them that are in here, but them are nice. You can't beat that for taking home for dinner.
Beautiful perch.
Yeah.
Another one, and here you, ooh, I got nice perch mixed in. And you know, like I say, you know, these late ice, these get really, really big. But you take a look at a perch like that, anywhere you go, that is gorgeous. And the nice thing about coming up here to La Crosse, it's close to Chicago, it's close to Minneapolis, it's close to Milwaukee. You can do a one-day trip and catch fish like this.
Ooh, I got another nice one.
Boy, you've done well in that hole over there. You know that, Brett?
I don't think this is a perch.
Really? Let's, oh, what do you got? What do you got?
Nice crappie.
Nice crappie. Now, that is the beauty of this spot, and I really appreciate all the work that you guys do finding these sloughs that are full of fish. And nobody can walk to these, folks. Airboat only, right there, Brett?
Yes, sir.
Vince Moldenhauer guides the Mississippi River on a daily basis. For more information, give Vince a call. That phone number is 414-791-5534. 791-5534.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Right now, we have amazing deals that you can't miss. From rugged trails to family fun, the Yamaha Wolverine is built for it all. And with our exclusive financing and customer cash options, your dream ride is closer than ever. Experience the ultimate blend of performance and versatility. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today and start your new adventure.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. Well, I'll tell you what, Vince, this might be the first time that I have ever filmed an entire show fishing out of one hole.
I know it's the first time with me that's happened, and that's awesome. That's a great bite.
Hey, you got any openings? Because this is a great experience with the airboat and the fishing and the multi-species. Do you have any openings?
We do have openings yet this winter, and with having multiple airboats, we can get out some pretty good-sized groups. We can split up, divide and conquer, and take care of you whatever way you need it.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.